Until a new government is formed, uncertainty will prevail, leaving markets volatile. Experts say the perceived lack of continuity in terms of policy direction could impact investor confidence negatively. Markets analyst Patrick Matidi says business prefers certainty, and any possible change in policy direction could lead to jitters in the markets.
If you look at growth, for example, right, which is much needed for this economy to grow, create unemployment, and start lifting people out of poverty, if there is a change in policies that are pro-growth, we could see, therefore, the path of unemployment degenerate. Right, we could see more hardships for our people. We could see inflation remaining a lot higher for a lot longer, which means the MPC will have to then keep interest rates very high, which then becomes very punitive, in terms of, again, growth. So the consequences are there for everyone to see if we start adopting policies that are populist, that are anti-growth, that are anti-business.
South African entrepreneur Rob Herzog says the country needs economic growth to address the high unemployment and poverty levels. He says conditions need to be conducive to attract foreign direct investment.
So the only hope we have, bluntly, we have really only two options forward that can give us economic growth, can provide employment, and can try and save our economy is, and it makes a bit sick to say this because I don't like it, but it's the ANC and the DA, and the DA bringing with it the multi-party coalition, the IFP, Patriotic Alliance, VF Plus, Action SA, to come with them and join the ANC in an attempt at recreating a government of national unity. We would need to have an independent president. In my view, we can't have Cyril. He's a disaster. Mogoeng has been touted as someone who'd be a great president. I would support that. Even a Gate McKenzie or someone from the IFP, but not a DA or an ANC person as president. And then fill the other cabinet positions as a mix.
Stavros Nicolaou, a member of the BRICS Business Council, says a pressing need for South Africa currently is a government that will get the economy growing. He says going forward, a government of national unity could be what the country needs.
The low road of coalitions is regrettably what we've seen in many of our metros around the country, where you have self-interest and fractious politics coming into play. That's what we don't need, and hopefully we have learned from some of these coalition errors in the past few years, and the political parties and their leaders in particular, when they consider the coalition options and configurations, they will put the country first. We need to do so because investors want certainty, predictability, and stability, and that is what we have a unique opportunity. We're on the cusp of a completely different direction in the country. We can do away with fractious politics that we've seen in the past and set our country and its population on a completely different trajectory, and that is what, as business, we would encourage the political parties, the formations, and the leaders. We would encourage them to look to put the country first.
The Black Business Council CEO Khankima Tabani says this is democracy at play. He calls for leaders to put the interest of the country first.
What we are hoping, and then this is what we're busy lobbying for, is to ensure that whatever type of arrangement, whatever type of coalition happens, there's not going to be serious policy change and policy direction. There must be certainty, business wants certainty. South Africa must remain as a market friendly. South Africa should remain as a democracy like it is. And then once those are satisfied, it will be a little bit easier to do the other maneuvering that is going to happen. But we need leaders, leaders who are sober, who are going to be sitting together, sitting down with each other, and put the interest of the country first.
Matabani says political party interests should come second, as the results show the electorate said they do not trust one party forming a government, but rather have given the parties a mandate to govern as a collective. Doria Sefako Mosi, SABC News, Johannesburg.